Very well articulated points by the national president of the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners. No doubt, yes, fuel tanker explosions can be nipped in the bud completely. And right now, I'll take you over to CNG Roundup by Tetracore Energy Group. I told you earlier that our guest will be Justin Enyimba, and he is the manager of technical services at the Tetracore Energy Group. His conversation with us today will center on CNG-powered vehicles and their benefits to Nigerians. But before I go over to that conversation with Justin Enyimba, it brings me delight to let you know that Tetracore Energy Group natural gas compression facility located on the Benin-Sagamu Express Road in Ogun State is now open for business. Yes, the 6.2 million standard cubic feet per day facility is being developed in two phases. The first phase, with a capacity of 3.1 million standard cubic feet per day, is fully operational, while the second phase is nearing completion and will be operational by March 2025. Now, this facility is strategically located and will support gas availability along Nigeria's western-southern corridor, where some of the country's biggest industrial clusters are located. In line with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's presidential CNG initiative, it will support the expansion of virtual pipeline solutions across western and southern markets, supplying gas to industries and individuals that are not connected to the gas pipelines, as well as CNG to vehicles. Now, I told you that Tetracore Energy Group are doing quite well to ensure that the presidential CNG initiative in Nigeria becomes a very, very huge success. Right now, let me take you over to the conversation with Justin Enyimba. Over to you now, Justin.
My name is Engineer Justin Enyimba. I'm the Assistant Manager Technical Services here at Tetracore Energy Group. Okay, basically, I'll mention three key advantages. One, like you popularly know, is the cost. The cost of CNG right now, it's cheaper than the cost of PMS. So if you, in Nigeria today, if you take the average cost of PMS, which will be looking at 1,000 naira per liter, depending on where you buy, and compare it to the cost of CNG, which is rated to about 260 naira per standard cubic meter, which is the unit of CNG, standard cubic meter SCM. So for a 15-kilometer distance, you will discover that you could use a 10-liter of fuel to cover a 15-kilometer distance. And for that equivalent in CNG, you'll be covering a 150 kilometers. So looking at the cost savings, you are covering more distance at cheaper cost driving a CNG vehicle as against their PMS. So that's one big advantage. One of the major challenges is infrastructure deficits. Like we've observed, we do not have too much of auto gas infrastructure in Nigeria. And the data has shown us that about now we only have a little more than 50 auto gas conversion centers across the country. That is very, very far less than what is required. So efforts need to be done to also do this. And if you look at the refill stations itself, because CNG gas needs to be available for even the auto users to be able to refill their vehicles. So unlike the gasoline, where you have the refill stations found across almost all the streets in the country, we have limited, in fact, far limited refill stations for CNG. So infrastructure deficits is a major one at the moment. Another challenge is acceptability. The populace are yet to adapt into accepting that they are going to drive a car that has a gas cylinder in it. So for our clients and in this sub-Saharan Africa, when you think about having a high-pressure gas cylinder inside of your car, the first thing an auto driver thinks of is safety. So is it safe? And I think it's a safe, and we know it's a safe. But for the populace to accept this conversion process and accept this new technology is one challenge we need to do. And efforts need to be made to create this awareness, and governments and private sectors need to come together to make sure that they drive this message of moving towards clean energy. Presently, we have built and commissioned a 3.1 million standard cubic feet per day gas plant located at Ijebu, Atakobo in Ogun State. This facility also has the capacity to be expanded to 6.1 million standard cubic feet per day production. So what we're trying to achieve with that is to make sure that we're able to supply and distribute compressed natural gas within the southwest, south-south, and north-central parts of Nigeria. That alone will enable investors and people who want to invest in auto gas to be able to have compressed natural gas available for them. Also, Tetracore Energy is operating and distributing natural gas from our plants in Benin, where we are able to distribute, in addition to what we currently have, more of 40 million standard cubic feet of gas per day. This has seen us to have over 14 customers receiving natural gas from our facility, and we are leveraging on this to expand more. We are also taking this gospel of clean energy beyond the shores of Nigeria. We also plan to invest and build a 3.1 million standard cubic feet per day gas facility in Ghana and also in Equatorial Guinea.
Just as it was the time for the show to begin, this is the time where the show has to come to an end. Many thanks for watching. Remember, Ipman Today will be back same time at 10:05 p.m. next Monday on your favorite TV network, the NTA. Until then, keep watching NTA Network as they continue with their sublime broadcasting. And don't forget, Ipman Today is always there to bring you the depths of information in Nigeria's oil and gas industry. My name is Afamokone.